guys, it's SimLicy here. So today I have for you guys a new video. This time it is Dino's Burger Place. So this is kind of like a family fun center, sort of like the Sims version of Chuck E. Cheese is what I had in mind. Like it's a place you would go and have birthdays and you know, you could sit there and eat, and then the kids could play and just have a really good time on a birthday. So when I play tested it, I actually did a birthday party and it was a lot of fun. I think it's a pretty cool place to take your Sims because the kids will actually play on the equipment, but they will also eat as well. So I don't know if this would be an issue if you were to try to own the lot. Like it would be kind of annoying to have your customers not sit down and eat the whole time and be focused on playing the arcade games or playing on the in the playground. But I didn't build it for the purpose of owning it. I just have been really into creating community lots, and so I wanted to create somewhere that would be fun to take kids for birthday parties, because I've only ever had birthday parties just at the house, and it's nothing too exciting, or especially when they're it's nothing too exciting. So I wanted there to be like a fun place to take them to celebrate birthday parties. And I mean, it's not just for that, because there's like this outdoor seating area where most of the seating is, and then there's like a birthday room. So it'd be like it has 6 chairs at it. It's for it has presents and it's decorated for. So I figured it'd be like the private room that you would reserve for a birthday party is what I was thinking. But anyways, I hope you guys like the look of it. I kind of tried to mimic the like kind of design and feel of the buildings off in the distance that you can maybe see at some point, like where you can see that dinosaur is in the back, and then there's like those kind of like, yeah, you can see them right now, those retro kind of, I don't know, just kind of cool look, kind of futuristic but 60s style at the same time. I don't know, they're pretty cool. So that's kind of what I tried to make this building look like, because I want to keep it right here, and I just kind of wanted it to have this, make it look like it fit in. And then I also placed a diner that I made like not too long ago that it's not on YouTube or anything, but I placed it in a lot across the street from it because it kind of matches the same thing, the kind of same style. It's a little bit more diner-esque than this kind of style, but I think it matches, so I put it in there. So maybe you'll see that. I think in the screenshots you'll be able to see part of it. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. But anyway, so I'm just kind of getting the shape put together now, and I did a fun thing with these tiny windows, and I've done it before but never this much. I did it on a library that I built before, and I thought it was kind of I don't know, just gave it kind of like a fun look, since it is more of like a kid's place. Like I imagine, I don't know, it just that kind of look made me think of kids for some reason. So that's what I was going for. And for some reason, so I made this a while ago and just now got to record the video, so some things got deleted. So if you do place it, make sure you have move objects on, because even though I didn't really go crazy with move objects, for some reason this slot had trouble with it. So I would just be aware of that. And I put in those little ottoman things, with the red cushions on top, thinking that would be where the kids would place their shoes when they would go and play on the playground. But when I was playtesting it, they sat backwards where their legs were sticking through the half wall, right? So I got rid of them and put in what are those, like upper head cabinets for the like kitchen cabinets. I put those there instead, just red ones. So you'll see those in the screenshots, but it's not in a video or anything. But so I'm just starting on the kitchen right now. I just kind of put a few things in here to make sure that this is, I don't know, just kind of get an idea what I want to do, and then I go back to the exterior of the build. But I love the kitchen so much. I think it turned out really cool. Like it's not anything special, but for some reason I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know. So I like it, and but yeah, so I hope you guys like it too. And if you do use this, I would love to see pictures of it as always. I have recently got to see pictures of my builds being used in some people's gameplay, and I just love that so much. So I would really appreciate if you could share it to me, because it's really cool to know that that my builds are being used. And I don't know, I had a lot of fun making this. So I'm really excited to share it. And yeah, so I went with a red and what do you call that? Red and white theme. And for some reason, the what do you call those pillars under on the back porch area got deleted, and I didn't realize it when I replaced the lot. And so I uploaded it to the gallery before I realized. So I didn't change it for the screenshots either. So you'll see that in the screenshots, but in the build, you can see that they're there. I don't know why those would get deleted. It's not like, you know, they snap into place. It's not like I placed them there with move objects. So I don't know what happened with that. But anyway, so I decided to use the big what is that? A statue. It's in the statue category, but this you'll see it here in just a moment. But the big burger sign with like the milkshake and burger on it, I thought that fit it pretty well. I used it on my other diner build that I did that was similar to this, but it's just too perfect not to use, so that's what I went with. And then I tried to do the landscaping pretty similar to the Oasis Springs kind of. You know, I used the rocks and the cactuses, and I only used a couple trees, but I kind of went a little bit overboard. Since it is a desert, there's not going to be too many plants, but I did use quite a bit of cactuses and stuff. So it's still full without being too lush, I guess. But I don't know. I love landscaping in The Sims 4, so I had to do it. Couldn't help myself. But so you'll see that take shape in just a little bit. And that dinosaur right there, I kind of figured that would be like the mascot. Like the restaurant mascot is what I was thinking. Like maybe he has commercials that come on TV and all the kids are like, oh, I want to go to Dino's. Like, I don't know. That's what I had in mind. Like, I have a lot of fun thinking of, like, I don't know, relating it to real life while I'm making these builds, and like, I don't know, just have it make sense for me, I guess. I don't know if anybody else does that, but that's kind of what I do. But yeah, so I think that those rocks match the color of the world pretty well. They're a little bit, it's weird how certain things in the game are almost the same color as what they use for the worlds, but they're not quite. Kind of like when you try to make the floor match the concrete, like sidewalk. I can never find one that matches it perfectly. It can be similar, but it's like not exact, and I kind of feel like that with the rocks too. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of a little bit weird. You would think that there would be one that matched perfectly. But anyway, so I do just a light terrain painting just to kind of give some shadow. I think that gives it just a little bit of depth. And then I choose some just random colored chairs because I thought it'd be fun. I didn't want it to be like all red. I wanted there to be a little bit other colors too. So I picked the purple and the yellow and the blue as well as the red. So I thought that was kind of fun. And then just put the waiter stations right there. And I put a couple of signs as if they were, showing what the specials were, and maybe if it was the kid's birthday, it said their name on it, so everybody know that whoever's celebrating their birthday would be there. You know what would be such a fun thing to add is if you did have a birthday party at a restaurant, if the staff would come sing. Like, I don't know how hard that would be for the Sims to create, but that would be so much fun. Like, if them come out clapping their hands and singing, a happy birthday in Simlish would be pretty cool, I think. So right there where I add the bathrooms, I redo this, I think, a little bit later on and add that birthday party area that I was talking about. But right now I'm throwing in some games for the arcade area, and this is pretty cool. My Sims that I tested it with seemed to have a lot of fun coming in here, and it seemed like all the other guests were using the restaurant pretty well, and only a couple people came in and were checking out the arcade. So I don't think that it would be like, an issue with people not sitting down and eating and paying too much attention to the game. So it seemed to work pretty well. So if you have any issues, I'm sorry, you can delete the stuff, but I think it'll be pretty cool, at least for my purposes in my game anyways. But yeah, that hallway right there, I expand the arcade and then expand that hallway to make room for the birthday room. And it's a little bit closed off, but I didn't want to add, like, I don't know if it's claustrophobic or not, but I kind of felt like it was. You'll see later on, but I was like, well, maybe I could add mirrors to the wall to make it seem less claustrophobic. And then I also thought about adding windows into the arcade, but then I thought that'd be weird because it'd be like the birthday party was on display. So, I don't know. I think it's fine the way it is. I couldn't really think of any better way to do it. So if you do, I, of course, would love to see. But, so now I'm finally decorating the kitchen, and I don't know why, but I just think it's one of the cutest kitchens. I like, as you can see, it's like nothing special, but for some reason I just liked it so much. So hopefully you guys do too. I don't know. And I put those plaques up on the wall as I usually do, because I guess since I worked in restaurants, just for realism for me, it's like they have to have the, you know, they have to have certain things up on the wall stating that they have been, you know, examined for sanitary purposes and they have a license, and, you know, maybe like the employees' rights things are on the wall. Just kind of maybe even there's like a sign about safety and washing your hands, and I don't know, just kind of things like that. And I put in the fire extinguishers up there, and I don't know if in restaurants they have an issue with there being fires. I haven't ever had an issue with like going to a restaurant and the chef starting a fire, so I don't know if that's something that they put in there or not. But if you have gone to a restaurant in The Sims 4 and it's like something's set on fire, let me know, because that sounds pretty interesting. I haven't had that happen to me yet in my game. But so now I'm just starting to figure out what I'm going to do with the birthday party area, and I thought about leaving it like this, kind of open, but then I thought it'd be kind of weird to have the people come into the birthday party area just to use the bathroom, like them just like have your birthday party right by the toilets. So I make it its own separate room and then a hallway to the bathroom, so it's a little bit. And then see, I tried to put a wall right there to kind of break up the space, and then I was like, to kind of block it from the bathroom, but I'm like, no, people are still going to be coming and walking through their birthday party to go to the bathrooms, and if this was real life, that wouldn't be too much fun. And so I put a hallway right here, and then and just redo that a little bit. But I keep the 4 bathrooms because I do like to keep lots of bathrooms on lots as long as I can, because, you know, it just keeps things easier so your Sims aren't wetting themselves and getting embarrassed, because that can be so frustrating. And speaking of embarrassed Sims, so I downloaded some custom content. Like, okay, I've downloaded a bunch of custom content, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I found out the reason I was having issues with it before is because the certain content I was downloading was making my Sims embarrassed for some reason, and I read on Tumblr that other people were having the same issue with the same creator's content. So that sucks, because she makes really nice stuff, and yeah, it was just making my Sims embarrassed. So I figured that out, and now I downloaded some more. So I'm thinking about doing a showcase video, because I did get a lot of hairs and some, you know, nice outfits, and it's all basically Maxis Match. There's a couple things that are more alpha, but I think that they still fit into the game all right. So maybe I'll do that. If you are interested, let me know. That would be much appreciated. So I'm just hanging up some decorations in the birthday room, and I used the presents from what do you call that? The Christmas pack or the holiday pack, whatever it's called. And I placed it up on the table as if there was a bunch of gifts there for whoever's birthday it was. And then I add the big long table with lots of chairs. Like, I would have put chairs probably on the end so there could be 8 Sims at the table, but then there would be like it would just been too crowded. So I left it alone, and when I was playtesting, I did do it with 8 Sims, and so the other 2 got a table outside. And so, I mean, it worked out just fine. So you'll see them in the screenshots, but anyways, but yeah, so I think I decorated it pretty nice. I was trying to make it look birthday-ish, but there's not really that many decorations for birthdays. There's, you know, the other balloons, but the other balloons are just kind of, I don't know, kind of droopy, and these ones were more fun to me, so I just kind of layered them up, and I think that worked out pretty well. And I put a bunch of posters around too, and I liked the way that turned out. So anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here, and, you know, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for everybody who has likes and comments on my videos. And if you have any suggestions or comments on this video, please leave them in the comments down below. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye!